Hello, my name is Kobe Steele. I'm the founder of Tranquilizer Free. You might be wondering why I'm always posting about the dangers of psych drugs like Xanax, Ativan, Klonopin, Mogadon and Valium. They're drugs called benzodiazepines, or benzos for short, and they're prescribed to help relieve anxiety and insomnia. So that you can understand my why, I'd like to tell you a bit about myself, if that's okay. I got stuck on a drug called Mogadon for close to 35 years. I couldn't sleep when my ex-husband and I backpacked through New Guinea and Southeast Asia in the late 1970s. I went to the hospital in Denpasar and the doctor there directed me to buy Mogadon at a drugstore that sold as many Mogadons as I wanted without a prescription. I figured that if they were so freely available, they must be safe. I was wrong, very wrong. It's very easy to become dependent on drugs like Mogadon or the other newer drugs like Ativan or Xanax or others that I've mentioned. And it's not a good idea to just stop taking them either. Well, I stopped twice, both times on doctor's advice when I fell pregnant, and I suffered withdrawal symptoms. It's pretty safe to say that my pregnancies weren't much fun at all. At the time, I trusted doctors. The internet wasn't readily available in the 1980s, so I did what doctors advise, as most people do and still do. Fast forward to age 50. I was a head of department in a large high school and I began to suffer from a myriad of symptoms. I became forgetful. I suffered from multiple migraines, sore muscles, tight chests, palpitations, insomnia, and my performance and judgment began to decline. At age 55, I accepted voluntary redundancy. My life wasn't working on any level. My close relationships fell apart. My health was a mess. I couldn't sleep, and I was in constant pain. I was at rock bottom, and things had to change. I began with my health. I'd been seeing the same family doctor for many years, and he never warned me about problems with long-term Mogadon use. And since it wasn't helping me sleep anymore, I went to see another doctor in the same medical centre who prescribed the drug Halcion. Well, Halcion only stays in the bloodstream for a very short time, and it's been known to cause violent emotions in people. I was never violent, but I did find it really hard to control my emotions at times. I was in hell. No wonder the drug is banned in several countries. I went to see lots of doctors to get help, and I always told them what medications I was taking, but they didn't seem to suspect that the Halcion was the source of my worsening symptoms. One day I Googled Halcion and instantly I understood what was wrong with me. I'd become dependent on an addictive pharmaceutical drug. I was horrified. I did some more Googling and came across a forum called TRAP, a Tranquilizer Recovery and Awareness Place. When I posted my story, the owner of the site, a guy called Ross, greeted me with, "You poor thing." I was very, very sick, and all I could do to survive at the time was concentrate on my breathing. With the help of the moderators on TRAP, I became more functional. And I eventually became a moderator myself, and I was able to help many very scared people who had also fallen into the benzo trap. According to the leaflets that pharmaceutical companies distribute, these drugs shouldn't be consumed for more than a few weeks. Well, my doctor had been prescribing them to me for years, and I wasn't alone. There were many other people who, like me, had taken one form of benzo or another for many years. I helped nurses, doctors, yes, you heard right, doctors, pharmacists, and of course many ordinary people just like you and me to taper from the prescribed medications that they were given. TRAP eventually closed because of internet trolls, but I decided to continue helping and educating people on Facebook and my own website, Tranquilizer Free. I wrote 2 books, had a professional video made, and I offered mentoring to people. I've learned a lot over the years. I learned that most doctors are unaware of the dangers of benzodiazepines, and when they do find out, many cold turkey or force their patients on a rapid taper, refusing them the right to a slow and safe taper that they need. Most naturopaths are equally ignorant about the dangers, and some also cold turkey their clients and put them on a regimen of supplements that create even worse symptoms. For some reason, supplements often have a paradoxical effect in benzo patients. Nobody really knows why. If you, like so many other people, have been caught in this pharmaceutical trap and just scared and confused about all the conflicting information out there, I'd like to assure you that I know how to help you to get your life back. I'm living proof that it can be done because I live a very full and active life. I've been creating more resources designed to empower people through withdrawal and recovery. I don't make false promises because I know more than most people that this is really hard. But I also know that with the correct tools to help people through withdrawal, that recovery can be so much easier. I've questioned many people who successfully tapered, and they mention EFT or tapping helped them a lot. I'm now a life coach and an EFT practitioner and a hypnotherapist, and you'll soon find tapping and hypnotherapy scripts, recordings and videos created specifically for withdrawal symptoms on my website that you can purchase at a very low cost. Benzodiazepines are addictive. If you're taking one of these drugs or another drug that's similar and you still feel okay, I want you to know that eventually your body will require more and more of the drug to satisfy it. If you don't give your body more, you will probably eventually become tolerant and experience a list of uncomfortable symptoms like I did. I'm not trying to scare you. Dr. Oz recently presented a show on benzodiazepines with Lisa Ling. Dr. Oz admitted that he didn't know about the dangers of using these drugs long term, and your doctor is probably only just learning about it now. So what are you going to do? I hope that you choose to take your life back and learn from someone who really understands what you're going through. I know all the pitfalls that you're likely to encounter. I've been through them. So stay tuned if you'd like to learn more about how I can help you. Thanks so much for listening.